Hello, good morning class. I'm Sir Neil John Abitria and I will be your teacher in your pre-calculus subject. So in this video is your starting point of your calculus journey. So let's start. Let's begin with the conic sections. So I think during your junior high school days, you are already familiar in geometric figures like triangles, quadrilaterals, and circles. Am I right? But now, we will expand on your geometric figures and also we will just not only focus on their properties, but we will need to analyze them using different equations. So, are you ready class? The geometric figures that we will tackle about in this video is what we call conic sections. Kaya sa tinawag na conic sections kasi nanggaling sila sa intersection ng isang plane at ng ating cone. So these are the figures that we will form by this action. Pero hindi lang tayo mag-i-stay sa isang orientation. We can also tilt our plane and then we will be forming a different figures. Also, we can tilt it na natatamaan yung base ng cone. It looks like this. And then lastly, we can orient our plane na perpendicular with our base. So now class, do you think what are the figures na mabubuo natin kapag ginawa natin ang action na ito? So the first one is circle. A circle is formed kapag ang plane is parallel with our base of the cone. So they are parallel as our plane cut our conic section, so that it will form a circle. Did you get it class? So, as we're looking at this figure na 3D, hindi siya ganun ka-evident, pero pag titingnan natin ito on the top view, we will see a circle. So, this is our first conic section, the circle. For our next conic section, we will talking about is an ellipse. Ang ellipse ay mabubuo kapag ang plane naman natin ay tinilt natin ng very slight, pero hindi pa siya magta-touch sa base ng ating cone. So as you can see, mas nag-stretch siya dito sa part na to. Kaya ang mabubuo natin ay ellipse. This is the figure of an ellipse. For our first section that is parallel with our base, that is a circle. And kapag tinilt na natin, we have an ellipse. Now, for our third conic section, we have a parabola. Kapag tinilt na natin ang ating plane and then cut through the cone at tumama na siya sa base, ang mabubuo na natin is the parabola. Hindi na tayo makakabuo ng isang closed figures agad-agad dito, kagaya ng isang circle at ng ellipse, kasi nga, nahati na tayo dito sa part na to. It will looks like this. It looks like letter U. That is what we call parabola. And for our fourth conic section, we have a hyperbola. The properties of hyperbola is, this plane is perpendicular. Pag tinuloy natin ang straight line, it will be form a right angle with the base of the cone. As it cuts through the cone, it will be form a hyperbola. And hyperbola comes in pairs. As if we will be starting another cone mula dito sa tip ng ating cone na magkabaliktaran sila at magkakat tayo ng isang perpendicular plane, then we will be forming two figures here, which is a hyperbola. For us to properly visualize, let me show you all of the four conic sections that we have discussed in the single slide. For our first one, we have our circle. Kinat natin yung ating cone parallel to the base of our cone. And then, pag kinat natin ng slight, that is ellipse. And then, kapag kinat natin at tumama na tayo doon sa base ng ating cone, makakabuo na tayo ng parabola. And given two cones, nagkat tayo ng perpendicular doon sa base natin, we have a hyperbola. Those are the four conic sections that we will be tackled in our subject pre-calculus. That's all for today's video. That is Introduction to Conic Sections. So thank you for listening, class.